Well, here we are. Here we are with World of Horror. Thank you very much for everybody who's been patiently waiting. I appreciate that there's been a little bit of a wait on this one. And hello Corbin. This is a new game for us. We need to get this music volume down, don't we? Right now it's the sound effects volume. This is very interesting, this layout. Here we go. That should be a bit better. And huzzah! Huzzah indeed. Hello everybody. Let me know if I am coming through on my, yes, guten Tag, alles klar, and so on. Yeah, I hope everybody is well. It's a new year, and that means it's a new game. We do not return to the Isle Tide Hotel. And this is the first time we've done World of Horror on this YouTube channel. So let's see how that goes. We're going to dive into a new story. And what I would really appreciate from all of you fine folks watching at home, or wherever you happen to be right now, is, as always, leave a like on the video, or leave chat. It can be any inane kind of crap in the chat, because it will make the video pop up on more people's subscriber feeds. We need to decide what colour palette we want to use. I mean, black and white is traditional, isn't it? What do we fancy here, everybody? Ooh, that's quite nice. A bit of a cream. A bit of a creamy... what's the difference between 2-bit? Oh, okay. Alright, I see. Alright. Yeah. I decided we'd go for a new game. I've had a few people contact me through MatthewDawkins.com, my lovely, lovely website that lists all of my games that you can buy, generally at discount if you buy them through my website. And only a few people, let's be honest. I've not been receiving hundreds of requests here. Well, we can keep going. We can keep looking through. So, yes, I've been receiving several requests, let's say. That sounds better than 3. For me to continue. One person said, when are you getting back to Bloodlines 2? Another person said, are you going to do another 5 Hearts Under One Roof 2 playthrough? And I also got a thank you from the person from Wales Interactive who asked me to give Isle Tide Hotel another go and said, give it a 3rd try, you'll unlock even more. I appreciate the suggestion, but I think we can leave the Isle Tide behind for a while. I feel like, I don't know whether we got the best possible ending, but we did rescue our daughter in that game, so it can't have been too bad. It seems Alistair McGuffin is fond of green. Link, fan of Junji Ito. Well, that means you are a person of class. I'm gonna go for... Oh, hello, dark blue. I think that might be a bit disconcerting. Good God, no, thank you. There's so many colours in this palette, aren't there? Let's go for this. Let's go for a sort of insipid yellow. And... okay. We're not starting with a spine-chilling story of school scissors. We're going to get straight into extracurricular activity. This is the standard skeptic profile. Or we could go straight into a quick play. Let's go for the standard playthrough. Extracurricular, then. Okay. Mega! You are a big fan of this game? Well, prepare to see someone horribly fail at it. Here we are in the city of Shirakawa, Japan, in the year 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. You know, I've worked with someone, or a couple of people who work for Ysbryd Games, who made this video game, on Cults of the Blood Gods, funnily enough. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new, unknown threats. I see 2 of them right now. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the Earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you've finally arrived in the doomed town. Great. Ah! Alexandria, 48 BC. What? We've gone back in time. The supposed cause of destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue, has been recently rediscovered and is currently waiting in the Museum of 000 for its long-awaited premiere. Rusty Lake Hotel, is that connected to the Isle Tide, part of the same chain? Old Gods rule, both you and enemies deal extra damage. Great. Okay. Well, here we are. We are here, and the first thing we're going to do is head home. It's 1984. That's not 1980X. Oh, well, something was rattling. Back in your home, you think of your next move. You're not currently investigating any weird mystery. Recent newspaper clippings and notes collected in the next room should point you in the right direction. Well, let's start a new mystery then. We don't really need to take a bath at this time. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. That's true. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there's something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order, but where your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. So, the bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin, the curious case of a contagious coma. I think I wrote an adventure with Gerstborn about that. Eerie episode of evolving eels. I'm beginning to detect an alliterative theme here. Or the chilling chronicle. That doesn't work. Of a crimson cape. Magar says before you start a mystery, look around your home. Alright, we'll look around home. We'll watch TV. Demolition of an old inner city shrine has resulted in an array of unfortunate accidents, and most recently the death of 6 people suspected of arson. Okay. We don't want to take a bath. I guess we could change clothes. What have we got here? We can go for gym clothes, Sakhalin, or teacher's pet, or back to captain. We will go... We'll go for Sakhalin, that lovely island. We can go back to the town, take a peep through the peephole. Oh. Someone's standing in the shadow watching the door. Interesting. Do we have anything in storage that we can... Nope. Okay. I think that's all we're going to do here. We're not going into town just yet. So I'm going to suggest, as this is our first one, and we are going to go for something that seems short. I guess if it's got 2 endings, it might be shorter. We'll go for the curious case of a contagious coma. Magar's telling me to check the cabinets. Oh, so I can interact with the screen, can I? Oh, interesting. Ah! You found a new item. Empty bottle. Oh, okay, so this is going to be like 5 Hearts Under One Roof, where we've got to be clicking every damn thing. Alright. So back to the curious case of a contagious coma. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People who try to wake the patients up only end up falling into a coma themselves. God, I wish that was me. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people, and how did this strange illness start? Well, let's look into it, shall we? Investigate the village location twice to complete this quest. Okay, so we've got various places we can go to. There's the village. So, Magar, I see travel to school is circled, but it says we need to investigate the village location twice to complete the quest. So, why would we not go to the village straight away? I'd ask you, Magar, to inform us why we won't just head straight to the village. And while you're answering, We'll have a look around what else there is. Let's check the news reports about this weird disease. Try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. So we can't go back to home. Alright, so we've got a threat level. I can gather what all these traits are about. Can we equip this? Oh no, it's for storing things. Okay. Right, I wondered if we could use it as a weapon. Okay, so there's side objectives that change the ending. So, in other words, if we don't go to the village straight away, we might pick up some of those side objectives. Right, well, in that case, let's travel to school and see what we find there. As it's circled, I'm going to assume that means there's something worth looking into there. We've got the schoolyard and investigate school. Let's study the current mystery, shall we? Many of the books you find here were donated after the accident at the university building. Okay, so we can gain a spell and some doom. Let's do it. Interpreting the old incomplete translations is a tedious task. Finally, you find the fragment you were looking for. A new spell. Excellent. Where do we find this spell? Where's the spell? Ah, abolish. What does that do then? Lowers eldritch enemy damage by 1. Okay, but it reduces our stamina for doing so. Right. Okay. Ah, so the side objective is investigating the village twice. Alright, we'll keep going. Let's get one more spell, I think. We'll go back to the library once. I think we can wager 6% doom, can't we? Alright. We now have enthrallment. Gain an additional follower. Alright, that's good. Schoolyard, then. Let's see who we can speak to here. What's the latest gossip? Have you heard about the computer program that... great. Kyrie is waiting for the class to begin. They look fine. Well, why don't you come with me, Kyrie? Oh, alright, fine. Well, we're not going to force her. Yesterday she told me she saw it again. Kohaku is reading a horror manga about spirals. They seem relaxed. I wonder what. Let's share a creepy story. It might endear them. Oh, alright. Okay, what about you? If 000 didn't make those drawings, then who did? Come with me. Oh, good. Whoever you are. Student F. You've got +1 charisma, but I'll take it. I keep hearing a wailing sound coming from the third stall in the girls' bathroom. Why are you in the girls' bathroom, my friend? Kaeda is staring at the clouds. They look like heads. They look fine. Alright then. We will leave. We will leave. Alright, we've got a follower. That suits me. Let's investigate the school. Hi, Kenny. All is going well here. You bump into one of your teammates in the gym. Hey, Takahashi, she says, looking over you with her brows furrowed. Are you doing okay? You've been acting really weird lately, and you look super tired. You shouldn't burden her with everything that's going on, but... No, you know what? I'll explain myself. Oh, you regret it as soon as you open your mouth. She looks at you as if you're crazy. You pretend it was a joke and leave quickly. Alright, we'll try investigating the school one last time. The corridor is flooded by a black sludge that's slowly oozing from underneath the door of the chemistry classroom. A damp, mouldy stench grows as you get closer. How are you going to get to the other side? We've got a bottle. Let's take a sample of the sludge. There we go. So what does the bottled sludge do? Do extra damage. Good stuff. Alright, I'll take that. Let's go to downtown. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous. Before he enters the house, he turns around as if he's checking for any unwanted followers. What could it mean? Well, he's not doing anything illegal, so let's follow him. Yes, we succeeded. The door is locked, but you repeat the knocking pattern the suspicious man used. A moment later, the door opens, and a surprised teen with greasy hair asks who the hell you are. Mistaking these nerds for cultists sure is embarrassing, but deep inside you're relieved. Good, we lost some doom. Which is, I'm guessing, equivalent to sanity. Oh no, we've got a reason trait there. Let's go shopping. I'm guessing we've got some money. We don't need inventory slots. Sewing kits. Okay, that could be handy. A trinket deals 8 damage to... Oh, alright, okay. Oh, a camera. Cameras are always good. Okay, so we've got a camera. Flash combat action adds a chance to dodge the incoming attack. Seems like a good idea. We'll go shopping one more time. I like the music. Now, a steak knife seems like a very good idea. Because we do need a weapon. Oh, we can take a Yakuza card where we can pick one up at some point. Oh, a random discounted item. That may be nice as well. We're taking the steak knife. How do we equip it in our primary hand, if that's an option? There we go. Done! Ha-ha! Look at that! Alright, let's go shopping one last time then. How do we check how much money we've got? That's a good question, isn't it? We're going to take the discount item, please. A bottle of milk. Yeah. Yeah, it is like the Arkham Horror board game, but no friends. Let's investigate downtown. Takahashi! You hear a chipper voice shout during a jog around the area. You turn your head and to see another one of your teammates in casual clothing smiling, blissfully unaware of everything going on. What's up, Captain? I want more teammates. Come jog with me. After a bit of playful coaxing, you convince her to join you for another lap or two. The extra competition motivates you to push yourself harder. You wrap up your workout tired but satisfied with yourself. I say that. I've lost stamina, but my reason has not gone above 21, so that must be my maximum. We need to sneak into the hospital and borrow the information about Patient Zero. Where's the hospital? Here. Okay. Alright. Let's enter. Oh, apparently, according to Magar, who's being a font of useful information here, the weapons you choose have different stat dependency. Some are better for other characters. Well, this is the only character we've got right now. Okay. We wait patiently in the reception. You still have time before you are asked the office. Let's have a look and see what is around. Can we click on anything here? We can enter the doctor's office for additional doom. Move to the corridor. Let's move into the doctor's office. We lost some doom. I think we can afford to gain some. The emergency department is crowded as a direct result of the weird things happening in your town. How can you help me? The scholar's observing my every move. The bonsai tree. Ha! You found a new item. Painkillers. Good. Okay, that's going to be handy. Anything else? No, we're not going to risk stealing anything else. Alright, so we have to go into the doctor's office, presumably to get healed. So let's investigate the hospital instead. You find yourself... Where do we track how much... Oh, we've got 25 doom already? Good God. I'm guessing getting to 100 isn't good. You find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. You take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary, where doctors determine the causes of death. That seems like a terrible idea, pulling the cloth off the dissection table. Searching the cabinet seems more sensible. We've picked up a sewing kit without having to pay for it. Good. Well, we need to carry on investigate. You've got their name and address. Let's get out of here. Alright, so apparently we've got everything we need in the hospital. So, where is that? Where do we find the information that we have picked up? Does it show up? Magar, looking to you for guidance again. Because apparently we've picked up the information we need. But it still says that we need to be at the hospital. So do we need to investigate again? We can do. Or we could travel somewhere else. After all, if we go to the village, we will complete the patient 0. So let's do the village. Let's do the village. Going out to the fields. As you walk through the village, crops waver in the breeze following your every movement. Great. Our reason goes down. We'll keep doing that. The shrine. Ugh. It's a member of Ice. Walking through the village, you're suddenly pulled behind a building. 2 menacing-looking masked figures block your escape. Do you serve the Old Ones? I'm gonna suggest no. Sorry to bother you, says one, and they disappear around the corner. What was that about? Superb. Okay, we have got an additional item. So let's go back to the hospital. Well, so far, no conflicts. We're doing alright, aren't we? Alistair McGuffin is currently telling us all about the fun of playing Arkham Horror, which I've not played for a long time. Arkham Horror, when it came out, was a fantastic game. You know, the real board game renaissance, starting with Settlers of Catan, Carcassonne, moving on to the Fantasy Flight era of massive, badly laid out rulebooks for games like Talisman, Arkham Horror. Eventually you got really good deductive games like Battlestar Galactica. And that was really the threshold, I find, for a lot of the board games we have now. You know, real high quality stuff. Our 28% Doom isn't looking brilliant, Magar, but, you know, it's not 100%. And our reason does keep going down. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to increase our reason. Okay, so we need to... Patient Zero's house seems empty. You should search it carefully. Alright, let's go to downtown. Hello, Travis. Back to downtown, then. Oh, a sudden growl coming from behind a corner makes you stop. That bodes badly. Ah! I'm guessing this is our patient 0. Okay. So we're looking at a ghoul with 20 hit points, which is as many as I've got. After each sequence, enemies perform an attack draining your stamina. Luckily, you've got lots of things that are going to make our stamina go back up. Alright, so what can we do here? Kick, attack with a weapon. I see you've got a time bar there, so we could presumably attack twice, but we only have a 60% chance of hitting. Strong attack, 60%. Prepare your attack means the next attack's guaranteed to hit. Attack boost. And order allies to attack. Well, for the time being, let's prepare, because we've got enough space here to do that. To do a strong attack. And to... Do we have enough time to tell our allies to attack? We do! Excellent! Well, that seems like a good... mixture for you, you lovely looking person. So what happened there? We attacked the enemy. Their hit points have gone down to 14. Our stamina has sadly reduced. We could, at this point, use one of our items, couldn't we? We have camera flash. Blind the enemy. Assess the situation. ask your ally to distract the enemy. I don't have much affection for Student F. Let's do that. Let's have the ally distract the enemy. Okay, and then we'll go back to combat. And I prefer having a guaranteed hit. So, can we do that again? Prepare your attack, and another strong attack. Okay, we've got time enough for a very... Okay, can we remove that? Yes, we can. So what can we do with that last 20% there? Anything here? Time needed 20... Oh no, we've only got 19. Damn. Alright, we'll take this. We'll give it a go. Well, their hit points are suffering a lot more than I would be. I do have a camera. I'm going to suggest that I use it. Camera flash. Thank you. So far, so good. Let's prepare the attack again. I hate to be predictable. Now we've definitely got enough time for a defensive action. So we don't want to run away. But this will help us recover reason, which is quite frankly not very good right now. What else do we have here? Yeah, you know what? I would think I'll just go for a random attack if we've got the time. We do have the time. Do it. Boom! Destroyed ghoul. Unfortunately, we've taken a bit of harm from that. That man dabbled in magic. You found a journal. Good, good. Okay. What's this dust of seeing? Oh, we need to buy more backpack space then. So we've got to continue investigating downtown, apparently. Let's use this to make our stamina go back up. Moo Moo brand. We do love our milk. Okay. Right, here we are. Debuffs can be stacked, Magar tells us. You can make it so they have no chance of hitting you and then go hog wild on a later turn. That's good to know. We also have this bottle of sludge, which maybe we'll throw next time. We've still got to investigate this area. This journal we found describing a certain village and instructions for a summoning ritual. It seems that he tried to contact an entity from the dream realms. Well, I'm guessing there's more for us to pick up, because our circle remains where we are. When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. You reach for the package but hesitate, an icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. Well, if it's addressed to me, I know that courier company, they drop packages everywhere, so it could be from them. As soon as you pick up the package, you realise what you're holding and drop it in horror. Good news is, no additional doom, but we do gain experience. Alright, now it's time to apparently travel to the hospital again. I don't think we're damaged enough to warrant going home and having a shower or anything like that. We can move the Dust of Seeing now. So the Dust of Seeing momentarily renders invisible creatures partially visible. Good to know. So our doom is only 30%. As long as we're under 40%, I'm guessing that's alright. Well, that isn't a fantastic margin. Oh, there it is. Let's hope you find an answer in here. Investigate the quarantine wing. You've managed to sneak through the floor while avoiding the police and finally reach the quarantine wing where all the coma patients were brought in. Their pulses are slowly weakening and their blood pressure dropping. You must hurry. Let's use the Dust of Seeing if it helps. Following the old man's advice, you throw the Dust of Seeing in the air. It reveals weird, elongated monsters hanging from the ceiling, one above every bed. Each creature is connected to a patient with an undulating tendril. As you try to process everything, one of the disgusting creatures raises its head and looks in your direction. Okay. The creature causing the contagious coma, plaguing your town, has taken notice of you. You must defend yourself or perish. Handsome fella, isn't he? Okay. This one's significantly harder than the ghoul we fought last time. I'm guessing that if the Doom track runs down Link, the great old one that we're worrying about, Alexander the Great, shows up. Okay, so we want to... First thing we're going to do... we've already used our camera. We only had one use of it, apparently. But what we can do is have our companion... distract them? No, apparently not. Apparently that's not there. Alright, we'll try dodging first. And... oh, we've got spiritual... oh, yes, of course, we've got our spells as well. That's ask the ally to distract the enemy. I'm going to do that instead of dodging, thank you. Takes less time. Alright, we want to throw the bottle of sludge as well. Throw at enemy. Good start. Okay, that's gone. We've got camera flash. I was just clicking on the wrong thing. Okay, camera flash it is. Good stuff. Alright, so we want to prepare our attack. Again, I like an attack that's guaranteed to hit. I'm very predictable in that way. And so if we can do something that's only 10%, only takes time 10, that would be great. But I don't know if there is anything. Is that the thing I just clicked on? Wonder if there's a spell I could use. Where do I find my spells? Here. We've got Abolish, lowers Eldritch enemy damage by 1. Is this an Eldritch enemy? I wouldn't be surprised if it does, if it is. Cast this spell. Not sure that helped. Alright, we'll launch the sequence. Okay then. Alright, so our reason continues to plummet. Back to the camera flash. You know, I can keep doing this all day. I'll flash him. It's like being under 5 hearts under one roof again. We will prepare the attack, and we'll keep doing a strong attack. No, we won't. No, we won't. We're going to go for a regular attack, and then, just as suggested by Magar, we're going to start buffing for the next round. So, if we prepare for the subsequent attack, that's going to stand us in good stead. Ooh! Okay, can we cast this again? No. Alright, that's fine. I think we're doing alright. And the Doom track isn't going up, so I'll take that as a win. So currently we have a guaranteed hit, so let's start off with a strong attack. Oh! Unplug life support. The monster seems to gain its strength from the sleeping patients. Unplugging life support from one of them will weaken the monster but kill that patient. You know what? I'm not prepared to take that risk yet. I appreciate the option popping up. And then we will strike again, I suggest. I don't think we really need to defend at this point. Attack boost, and there we go. Oh, I think we missed. Oh, no, we hit them, Alright, they're down to 10 hit points. That means we definitely have the advantage here. Alright, let's make sure we capitalize on it. We prepare. Gonna hit them hard. We're gonna flash them. And that is going to make us run out again. So, no preparation. We're going to hit them hard. We're going to flash them. Then we're going to prepare. No, I know. We're going to prepare. We're going to stab them. We're going to prepare. We're going to stab them. And then we're going to prepare. Look at that. Down to 2 hit points. Hello, Voidberg. I think we have got this bastard on the ropes. How could he beat us now? That's what I want to know. So we'll flash him. We've already got a stab queued up. So let's just make sure we capitalize on this. There we go. Phew! We've defeated the Dream Devourer. The creature's severed body falls on the floor and starts melting slowly. The remaining part slithers back into the now closing hole in the ceiling. You manage to catch a glimpse of the other side. The sight of the other side makes you fall to your knees. It wasn't the creature's body that you'd managed to cut off. It was merely a finger. Oh, we've gained a new level. You've advanced the next experience. Choose one perk and one stat upgrade. Outdoorsman, running shoes, or folklore studies. We'll take folklore studies. +1 knowledge. Oh, or smaller doom. We don't run from combat. Or +1 luck. We're going to go for the +1 knowledge. We've got pretty low knowledge right now. And which stat do we want to go up with it? I think doing additional damage can't hurt. Although our stamina and reason ain't looking too bright. We'll go for strength. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aurora snow event has bathed the entire town in an unnatural green glow. You'll want to get that checked out. Can we enter this lighthouse then? Nope. Okay, back to the home. Ooh, a key. You're not currently investigating any mysteries, but I tell you what we are going to do. We're going to take a bath. The shower will help you calm down and do wonders for your sore muscles. What temperature should you set it to? We want to gain reason, I think. Does that? It doesn't advance time or anything, does it? So, how many times can we take a bath, I wonder? We'll change our clothes now. Alright, back to teacher's pet. Oh, I didn't change it there. There's still someone standing out in the corridor. I don't know if knife does damage based on dex or not. We've got nothing in storage. What's on TV? The TV host is gutting a big octopus. At least that's what she claims, but there are way too many tentacles. Great. Okay. Well, we'll say we're not exiting the game. We'll start a new mystery. So we've completed that one. Next, Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape, I think. A new game is spreading among your friends. A dare to stay in the unused school restroom after classes. A dare to meet Akamanto. What was originally harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. The school principal has banned the game, but that's only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. So we've still got the same great old one. Oh, no, it's Ithotu now. It's in... unless that was the same one as last time. Okay. So, currently, we want to... travel to the school, gather gossip about the current mystery. Well, luckily we can do a lot of gossiping at the school. So let's go to the schoolyard first. Come join me. Akamanto asks which paper you want. You must refuse everything. Good! Excellent! Student D and Student F are with us. Oh. Student D ain't so good, is she? Did you hear the... Never mind. You know, I'm not taking someone who is -1 luck. Sorry. You've heard some versions of the legend. Everyone agrees you can't take anything the man offers you, though. Well, we've done the side quest. Alright, let's investigate this school, then. The doom is up. Oh, our strength and reason are not good, are they? Items. Well, shit. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to downtown at some point and buy some more stuff. Apparently, Akamansu is one of those bathroom demons that fucks with you in the 4th stall at night. With the trail growing cold, it might be time for a different approach. Could a similar case have occurred in the past? A trip to the library might be a good idea. We'll study issues of local newspapers. But we fail and increase our doom. Great. Downtown, that's where we needed to go anyway. First we'll go shopping. Alright, so we need to grab ourselves... We've already got a sewing kit which will help with our stamina. It would really be great if we could... If there was another bottle of milk here. Let's see what we can get from the discount item fund. An empty fucking bottle for 2 yen. Alright, we're going shopping again. Backpack, that's gonna help. How much money? Oh, we don't have enough money. Great, okay, fantastic. Let's move on then. Oh, we're already here. You're pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for a train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. You know, take the work where you can get it. Maybe she knows something useful. Let's invite her for a coffee. Embarrassed you discover you can't afford a coffee. Fuck! You read a story about a vengeful samurai known for wearing a crimson red cape. Yes, we would put milk in it if we had access to it. I'm going to head back to the schoolyard to see if I can recruit anyone else. Join me. Or don't. Alright, we'll investigate the school. After all, this is where we know that the... Oh, okay. Are we already there? Ah! It's a time warper. With a lot of hit points. So, with the current effect that's in place, I believe we will be penalised for casting spells, won't we? Because I would be tempted to use Abolish here to reduce this entirely. Let's give it a go. No, apparently we've used it once. We can't use it again. Huh. Alright then. We are fine in terms of our status. We've got our student F. Town status is a feeling of paranoia. Oh, okay, there is a time element to it. Alright, so I don't like its level of power, honestly. So we will flash it. Yeah, that could have done better. We could have done better there. But we've prepared our next attack, so that's important. And at some point we're going to need to use that sewing kit and take the hit to charisma, I think. We can't use a camera flash, and we can't use our ally to distract the enemy. Can we just dodge? Requires 91. No, that is a no. So we really need to defend ourselves here. Luckily he's on minus 10 power already, so I don't think he's going to reduce our ability anymore, but who knows, maybe that means it will start helping us. Yeah, I don't think we lost anything further. Yeah, see, its power is now minus 10. Excellent. Alright, well, we'll do it again. I think that's a good strategy as far as strategies go. Well, its health is going down, ours is doing fine, so I'm feeling reasonably confident at this point. One of the articles mentions a young doctor who performed life-saving surgery on a victim of a brutal assault. The assault happened in a toilet stall. You know what? Right now, we're on the verge of needing life-saving surgery. Maybe he still works at the hospital and can share some information. Let's go. I would be tempted to ask for healing at the hospital. I don't know how that works, if we need money for it. It increases the doom by doing so. No, apparently we just cannot. No. Damn it. Alright. When the patient came home one morning covered in scars and babbling about aliens, the police had them committed. They're mumbling something quietly as you pass by. Hi! Ugh. You try reasoning with them to tell you what really happened, but it doesn't work. It takes 2 nurses to calm them down after they've roughed you up. You learn that the doctor suddenly left the hospital after the latest murder. Yeah, we can use the sewing kit to heal ourselves. At this point, I'm tempted. Our charisma's going to drop. But let's do it. I don't know how hard some of these monsters can hit, is the issue. Oh dear, another body has been found. Back to school, then. Tempted. I'm going to the schoolyard again. Can I recruit any of you? I feel like this is the... Yeah. I thought that was the girl who doesn't actually... who isn't interested in joining us. We aren't doing very well with... Ah! I've got a spell! I've got a damn spell. Oh, fuck. Well, that's disconcerting, isn't it? I'm guessing it's because we've got stitches across our face, Link. Our Riz is indeed dropped. Well, the school has been closed. Let's go back to the schoolyard. Luckily, there's still people here. Come on, join me! Alright, well, we've got a spell to convince you. Gain an additional follower. It costs 4 reason to do so. Oh, no. No. We cannot afford that. Okay, back to downtown, then. The only metro line in your town connects the university and the science complex. You could take a ride to gain some time, but you've got a feeling something is wrong. Where are all the people? At this point, I am too concerned about my reason. And the reason is you. You break the window and get into the school unnoticed. The cursed toilet is located on the 3rd floor. Get over there! I would love to know where our money is stored. Is it up here? Anyway. Roads seem to twist and turn when you're not looking, trapping you in the neighborhood. Oh, shit. Oh, we're in the wrong bloody part of town, that's why. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. The location's threat level increases. Endroth, I'm finding this game very nice, especially the art style, which is very appealing to me. There's no turning back now. You step into the last stall and close the door behind you. Oh no, we do not have many items here. I think this could go horribly. You wait in the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. Suddenly, squish, squeak. You hear the sound of rubber boots as an unknown liquid drips on the tiles. Squish, squeak. You can see the top of his head. He's taller than any man you've ever seen. Squish, squeak. The door slowly opens. A masked man dressed in a red coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from outside. Tell me. His voice sounds like a faulty radio. Would you like red paper or blue paper? Oh, God. Did we pick up any clues to that effect? What is a good colour in Japan? Red tends to be tied to... I've seen red used more in Japanese iconography. And... You know what? I keep saying, you know what? I think we should go for red. Let's take a viewer poll, everybody. All of you watching. The red cape. Oh, yes, of course. We're supposed to not want anything when he asks us a question. The tall man in the red coat slowly takes their mask off. As stall walls wither and rot and reality starts to crumble. I don't know if that was the right answer. Oh no, this doesn't look good. Alright, we're gonna have to do some major defense here, I think. We want to lower his chance to attack. But then again, we've got to hit him too. I think we've just got to keep piling on with that flash. Can we use our abolish spell? Alright, so that has happened. Our stamina went down, but hopefully it's going to be worthwhile. Next, we are going to... So it's... Strong attack takes slightly more time. So I'm going to suggest we prepare... we strike, prepare, strike. Alright. We hit him twice! Okay. That could have gone a lot worse. That really could. We're going to hit him with the camera again. And we already have our defensive wall up. Unfortunately, enthrallment's not going to do much here. We will go for another... I think this combo for this guy is quite good. Attack, prepare, attack. We'll keep going for it. And we dodge his attack. Well, it's difficult for him to see where I am, of course, because he has no goddamn face. It reminds me of, there's a DC villain who hasn't appeared in many stories called Johnny Sorrow, who's quite a lot of fun, who has no face like that. When you see that, you tend to go mad or are destroyed. We'll keep at it. It's doing well for us right now. We dodge the attack again. The camera is really working out for us. We've lowered its power right now. So... I'm happy with that. So we're gonna keep using that camera flash. So according to Johnny Needle, saying we didn't want anything from Akamanto was the right choice. I feel vindicated. We've got a 90% chance of hitting. In that case, let's just attack, attack, attack. 15 XP. When you wake up, you find yourself back in the toilet stool, thinking it was all a dream. You stand up only to hear a crack from under your shoe. There lies a broken crimson mask. Akamanto might return one day, but now you know that ancient horrors can be defeated. Excellent. Well, we gain additional experience. The Doom went down slightly. Our reason and stamina went up slightly. So... there is a time skip. What does that mean? Is there a certain limitation to how long the town has before it is destroyed? Oh, I see. The Doom goes up. Right then. Another key. Local dentist has been found guilty of implanting dog teeth in their human patients. Motive currently unknown. Great. Oh. Well, let's pretend we're in Europe. No, okay, that achieved nothing. Nothing there. Alright then, so let's get in the bath again. Our current stats again require an increase in reason, I think. I mean, we could gain some XP, but reason is where we are most hit right now. So that is that's 2 cold baths in a row. Well, for what I will be doing now, I'm going to save my progress. I have very much enjoyed this first foray into the world of horror, and I'm looking forward to returning to it. Let's aim to hopefully do that on Thursday, work permitting. Tomorrow, if I get to run a stream, we'll return to FMV World. I have plenty of FMV games to choose from. And do we think it is time for a new one, or is there an FMV game we want to revisit? That's the question. I know all of you in the chats have been big fans of 5 Hearts Under One Roof, 5 Hearts Under One Roof 2, 10 Dates, 5 Dates, Isletide Hotel, Bloodshaw, the Dragon Princess or something, and so on. Oh, and Who Pressed Mute on Uncle Marcus, of course, lest we forget. But we like our FMV games, so the question is, viewers, do we want to return to another one and have an old one and have another stab at it, or do we want to try something new? You tell me in the chat now before I turn off the stream. Can we call Sadako Link? The phone is sadly... oh, the phone is here. Do you know Sadako's number? While I'm waiting for people to say what they would like for FMV tomorrow. I don't know her number. Alistair McGuffin wants something new. Link thinks this game is really cool. It's called World of Horror. You can buy it on Steam. I'm fairly certain it's available on the Nintendo Switch. Oh, there's a restart button. Yeah, if you know Sadako's number, although I'm not sure that it's that kind of ring, we can give it a call. Does anyone know a number we should be calling right now? Where's the dial button on this? Is it that? Oh shit, so all the time spent here, the Doom seems to be going up. Alright, fuck that. Alright everybody, we'll be doing a new FMV game tomorrow as no one has requested anything different. Thank you very much, Alistair McGuffin, for coming in with your opinion. Make sure all of you give this video a like. It will help more people find it, and I love recommending good games. This is an interesting one, so let's save our game. Alright, everybody. 56709. If this kills me... Why is that one hammering? Alright, let's give it a go. 56709. New achievement unlocked. But what is it? I haven't actually seen any achievements appear in this game on Steam, so I genuinely have no idea what that achievement is. Alright, everybody, now it's time to save. So thanks very much all, and I will